Trade crisis. You wouldn't believe the foreign policy they got designed. Totally corrupt. That free trade is nothing but corruption. We need a fair trade process. They are completely ripping off these other countries out there. Doing these crisis videos, doing foreign trade, start to figure out what's really going on. Congress and these big corporations completely ripping off these other countries. Let me explain to you how it works. They go in there where people need food and medicine, okay? Things to live on. So first of all, they attack your financial institutions, okay? They may put sanctions on you or say, oh, well, we can't really give you any funding. You really don't have anything worth, So you can't get no financing, to put in your own gold mines, put in your own oil wells, okay? So in the meantime, you need food and medicine to take care of your people. You got lots of people to take care of them, babies and, electricity and everything else. So anyway, they provide you food, medicine, things you need to survive on. Okay, well now comes this big bill. All right, now you need to pay it because you need more food and medicine. So then you got to give up some of your mineral rights, give up some of your oil or some of your land. But usually they're going to go after the gold or the oil. They really don't want the land unless it's got a bunch of water on it or a dam produces electricity or something like that. Then they'll take it. But yeah, and they don't want you to have your own infrastructure. They don't want you to create infrastructure, have your own job, create your own money, build up your banks and institutions so you can provide a living for yourself and your people. Congress, corporations, they design these humanitarian crises to keep you in debt, to keep you without infrastructure, to keep you having to buy their food and medicine. And they charge outrageous rates for it. That way they can keep getting your mineral rights. They can keep getting your oil rights. They constantly doing this to countries all over the world. That's why these humanitarian crises always get larger and larger and more. You don't see none of them ever brought under control or none of them ever stopped completely and where a country was reformed and totally independent now and, providing their own food and medicine and being able to create products and trade with the rest of the world and have opportunities like we do. Okay? The more dominant countries, we're part of it. China's part of it. Russia and Europe's part of it. These bigger countries are doing this to the other countries. All right? Because of Congress and corporations. Yeah. You believe that? Mm-hmm. And some of these, they go in there, and after they take over the place and leave, some of these military groups or these armed groups, or because the Congress corporates put them there, okay? So some of these attacks going on in those other countries over there is directly being funded by corporations through Congress, see? The monies they put over there. So now, to get their gold, to get their oil, they got those military groups or militias or whatever you call them, vigilantes, whoever over there, shooting, tearing up the civilizations, making sure and getting the gold and getting the oil so that corporates and Congress get their money back. Yeah, so they're actually, you can't prove none of this, but that's what's going on. I figured that out for doing these videos and going through foreign policy and doing research, and you start to see what's going on out there. And that's exactly what's going on. Yeah. They don't want you to have infrastructure. They don't want you to provide a living. They want to keep you in debt. They want to keep you fighting. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're behind these militias and behind some of these militaries, causing this death and destruction, causing genocides, keeping these humanitarian crises out there. We got to get that corruption out there, hurting women and children and people's lives all across the world. We need to go through there and change this, where countries can provide themselves a sustainable living, put their own infrastructure in, start taking care of themselves. Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. These people are evil and destructive, all through those crooked foreign trade agreements. Fair trade. Unbelievable. Poor countries. Time to drain the swamp. End these genocide and end these humanitarian efforts. Going to start with a whole brand new leadership. Until next time.